You are welcome to our Open Heaven Daily Reading. Today, being Sunday, January 28th, our topic says, What is God's Temple, Part 5? Our memory verse is taken from Hebrews chapter 4, verse 16, and it says, Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. Our Bible reading is taken from Hebrews chapter 4, from 15 to 16. Remain blessed as you listen. God's temple is also a house of grace. Hebrews 4:16 calls the temple the throne of grace. It is the place where you can go and obtain grace and mercy in time of need. You may be in need of strength and grace to overcome a particular situation. The good news is that the Bible says in 2 Corinthians 12 verse 9 that God's grace is sufficient for you, and His strength is made perfect in your weakness. You will receive this sufficient grace when you come into His temple. People who go to the occult for power know that they have to keep visiting the shrine regularly to renew their power. The devil only tries to copy God's method. We who owns the original must also always go to the temple of God to keep renewing our strength and receive fresh grace to surmount challenges that we may be faced with daily. There are people who, when they've committed a sin, avoid going to church because they feel dirty. That is wrong. At that point, they need the mercy of God, and where they can get it is at His throne of grace. That is the time they need to be in church the most. When you get to His throne of grace, go in humility. Even if you are a worker, don't try to keep up an appearance. Tell God you have erred and that you are sincerely sorry. Tell Him to please have mercy on you. Many people go to the temple and keep up an appearance like the Pharisee in Luke 18:10-14. While some others go in like the publican in the same passage. This is why many people keep going to church and are yet filled with so much junk within them. Even if you are the pastor of the church, when you are before the throne of grace and in need of mercy, don't put up a false appearance of piety. Go before God pleading for mercy. The devil knows that you can always access mercy and grace in the presence of God. So he will do everything he can to discourage you from coming unto him. He used to have that privilege of being in God's presence, but he lost it when iniquity was found in him. Ezekiel 28:14-16. And of course, he does not want you to enjoy what he has lost. Beloved, don't let anything keep you away from coming into God's presence to access His mercy and grace. Key points for today: go to the house of God in humility so you can receive grace and mercy from the throne of grace. Bye for now as you continue to fellowship with God.